The OnePlus 7 Pro has arrived, and we all know that this is a feature-packed flagship. But at a starting price of Rs 48,999, the question is this a true flagship worthy of this price? Should you buy the OnePlus 7 Pro? Well, it's time to find out. Hey guys, this is Rupesh from Beebom.com, and this is the review you have been waiting for. Yes, this is a OnePlus 7 Pro review. Now before we get started with our OnePlus 7 Pro review, all of those who are new here, I'd suggest you to hit the bell icon to get notified every time we post an awesome new video. Now that you've done that, let's talk about the OnePlus 7 Pro. So this is the OnePlus 7 Pro, and this is a phone I've been using for quite some time now. And while there's a lot to love with this phone, it's not perfect, not even close. Especially when you consider that higher price tag. Anyway, let's get into the details. First up, the glass and metal design is great. It's flagshipy, premium and all-round gorgeous. Plus there's this front, which arguably is the biggest highlight of the OnePlus 7 Pro. And you know what? It lives up to the hype. I mean, I've been admiring the bezel-less display here every single day since I started using this phone as my daily driver. It's vibrant, color accurate and super sharp. And since it's bezel-less, the multimedia experience is just fantastic. It's not perfect. I would have liked it to be a little brighter for outdoor scenarios, but apart from that, I love this stunning display. Anyway, I was talking about the multimedia experience earlier, right? Well, that's complemented by the stereo speakers on board, and it's pretty good. Listen to the OnePlus 7 Pro speakers compared to the S10s. Well, the OnePlus 7 Pro speakers are definitely on par with the S10 speakers, and that is pretty great. When it comes to audio quality over Bluetooth earphones, I tried out these Blaupunkt BTW truly wireless earbuds with the OnePlus 7 Pro, and the sound quality was pretty good. By the way, a huge shout out to Blaupunkt for sponsoring this video. The BTW are truly wireless earbuds that bring great features like IPX5 water resistance, different tap controls to play, pause music, activate Google Assistant, etc., and a lot more. Each of these earbuds offers 6 hours of battery life, but you can use this case to get 24 hours more. So that's pretty great. Blaupunkt BTW is available on Amazon for Rs 4,999, so make sure to check it out from the link in the description down below. Another cool feature in the OnePlus 7 Pro display is the higher 90Hz refresh rate. And well, it's a nice feature to have. To be honest, the higher refresh rate here would have been great for games, but not many popular games support this. Look, the UI, the animations and everything else here feels really smooth and nice. And I did try out a couple of 90Hz supported games like Vainglory and Marvel Contest of the Champions, and both the games looked amazing on this display. So yeah, I'm hoping games like PUBG Mobile, Asphalt 9 bring support for 90Hz displays. For the time being, you can check out the list of 90Hz supported games from the link in the description down below. Look, overall, I love how the OnePlus 7 Pro looks. This is a beautiful looking smartphone. But yeah, like I said in the first impressions video, this is a big and hefty phone. And yeah, I just can't use it single-handedly. Now, apart from that, there are a few other problems that I have with the OnePlus 7 Pro, but I'm going to talk about them at the end of this video, so make sure you watch this video till the very end. Moving on to the cameras. Now, the OnePlus 7 Pro has updated cameras on paper, but if you watched our first impressions video, you must be aware that I wasn't particularly mind-blown by the new triple camera setup. Well, the phone has received multiple updates that are supposed to improve the camera quality on the phone, and I have been taking a lot of photos from the phone. So let's take a look at some of the shots. So in good light, the OnePlus 7 Pro does manage to take some good shots with nice exposure and great dynamic range. I'm not a fan of the warmer colors the camera captures at times, but other than that, it's pretty good. In low light, the 48 megapixel camera captures photos that are bright and nice. But yeah, there are times when the camera messes up the colors, so yeah, it's decent, but nothing extraordinary. I compared the OnePlus 7 Pro's 48 megapixel camera against the S10 and the Pixel 3a, and well, check out the results. As you can see, the photos from the Pixel 3a and the S10 have better dynamic range and better colors. In low light, the Pixel 3a and S10 are just way better than the OnePlus 7 Pro. So it's pretty clear that the OnePlus 7 Pro has good cameras, but it's still not flagship grade. The OnePlus 7 Pro, like most phones, also has the portrait mode, and while it was subpar when I first used it, it has improved with the updates. The edge detection has gotten better, but yeah, it's still a bit finicky. Also, some portrait mode shots are great, but some just have a smoothened face, which is not something I like. Anyway, let's see how the other cameras on the OnePlus 7 Pro perform. First up, there's the wide-angle lens, which takes some really cool shots with decent colors and details, especially when there's good light. But come low light, it takes photos that are somewhat messy. There's also the telephoto lens capable of 3x zoom, and well, the 3x zoom photos look pretty decent. There's no significant loss of detail and the colors are fairly well preserved, so yeah, I kind of like it. Moving on to videos, I've been fairly impressed with the video capabilities of the phone. The 4K videos from the phone look crisp and nice, and thanks to OIS on board, they are fairly stable too. So yeah, it's good. The 1080p videos aren't as nice looking as 4K videos, but the stability here is really good, so truly no problems on the video front. When it comes to selfies, the motorized 16 megapixel camera takes some really good shots. Look at this. As you can see, the selfies from the OnePlus 7 Pro are sharp and detailed, which is definitely nice. In low light, the selfies are not the best, but they're definitely decent enough. Look, let me sum things up honestly. The rear cameras of the OnePlus 7 Pro are good, but they're not a huge upgrade when compared to the OnePlus 6T or even the OnePlus 6. And if you're wondering if it can take on the flagships, well, right now it can't. Maybe with the magical firmware that DxO has, it will, but I'm not counting on it. Anyway, if there's one area where the OnePlus 7 Pro has me totally impressed, it's the performance. And honestly, I kind of expected it to. The flagship chipset with lots of RAM and the well-optimized Oxygen OS make the OnePlus 7 Pro a snappy phone. Trust me, this right here is a blazing fast smartphone. I've been using this phone extensively and it has been a lag-free experience. It's just really good, be it in usual usage or gaming. I played games like Call of Duty Mobile, Asphalt 9, PUBG Mobile and a lot of other different games on this phone, and the phone handles all of them at max graphics and max smoothness. It's awesome. Now, apart from the flagship Snapdragon 855 chipset, there's one thing that really makes this phone faster than others, and that's UFS 3.0 storage. Compared to the UFS 2.1 storage on the Galaxy S10, the OnePlus 7 Pro storage is twice faster. Just look at the speeds here. This is a huge improvement. Now, this means faster app load times, faster game loading, faster file saving, and an all-around faster experience. And well, it shows. Seriously, kudos to OnePlus for going with UFS 3.0 storage on the OnePlus 7 Pro. Now, as I said, the well-optimized Oxygen OS is one of the key reasons why OnePlus phones perform so well year after year, and well, Oxygen OS 9.5 on the OnePlus 7 Pro is no exception. It's bug-free, well-optimized, and brings features like a new native screen recorder which came in handy during our Call of Duty video. There's also a new gaming mode in partnership with Fnatic, a new Zen mode which should be useful to some, and a lot more. Plus, Oxygen OS will soon get some really cool India-specific features like a better dialer and SMS app, work-life balance mode, and more. You can read our detailed article on Oxygen OS India-specific features from the link in the description down below. So the performance on the OnePlus 7 Pro is out there with the very best. It's just brilliant. Now let's talk about the battery. The OnePlus 7 Pro has a bigger battery, but it also has a bigger, higher resolution, higher refresh rate display. So how does the battery perform here? Well, with the display set to QHD Plus and 90Hz, the battery life was rather okayish. Starting the day at 100%, I ended the day at around 10% with my usual usage, which includes some gaming, social media, mails, calls, browsing, etc. I also tested the battery by setting the display to auto resolution and 60Hz refresh rate, and well, the battery life was slightly better, but not a huge difference. Either way, the battery life on the OnePlus 7 Pro isn't really an improvement from the OnePlus 6T. When it comes to charging, there's a 30-watt warp charger on board, which charges the phone from 10 to 100% in around 1 hour and 20 minutes, which is pretty fast. Well, it's time to conclude things. So it's pretty clear that the highlight of the OnePlus 7 Pro is the new fluid AMOLED display and the powerful performance it offers. But like I said, it's not a perfect phone. Remember the problems I said I'll talk about at the end? Well, it's time to tell you about them. So the OnePlus 7 Pro does not have an IP rating, even though they are doing this.
To not fight force with force is the challenge. Never give up. Never accept less than the best. OnePlus. Never settle.
It does not have wireless charging, and it does not have the latest Gorilla Glass 6. Now, I would have been fine with all of this had the camera here been flagship grade. Don't get me wrong, the OnePlus 7 Pro is a great phone. But if I'm paying 50,000 rupees for a smartphone, I expect better and more flagship grade cameras. So coming to the all-important question, should you buy the OnePlus 7 Pro? Well, if you're okay with the problems I talked about and you really want this bezel-less design, the 90Hz curved display and the powerful performance, you can go for the OnePlus 7 Pro. But if you want to save up some money, like a whole lot of money, you can go for the regular OnePlus 7, which brings the same chipset, the same UFS 3.0 storage, and the same primary camera and the same software experience at a more value for money price tag. See, I look at the OnePlus 7 Pro as OnePlus's first attempt at a true flagship phone. It's good, but it could have been a whole lot more. But that was our review of the OnePlus 7 Pro. Agree with us? Tell us in the comment section below. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and make sure to share it with your friends who have been wanting to buy the OnePlus 7 Pro. Lastly, subscribe to our channel for more amazing tech videos. That's me signing off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.